लाइव रहेगा और हम लाइव उसको देख पाएंगे। तो अगर कोई भी मित्र या कोई भी ऐसा स्टूडेंट है जो हमारे तक नहीं पहुंच पाया तो आप उसको शेयर कीजिए और वो हमारे साथ लाइव कनेक्टिव रह सकता है। अनुशासन बनाते हुए अपना स्थान ग्रहण करेंगे, कृपया ध्यान रखें। हमारे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर जी के थपलियाल सर हमारे मध्य उपस्थित हैं। जोरदार तालियों से सर का स्वागत अभिनंदन करें। साथ ही हमारे बीच हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर शिवपाल, डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, महावीर यूनिवर्सिटी हमारे बीच मौजूद है। कृपया सभी अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। सभी अतिथियों से निवेदन है कि वो स्थान ग्रहण करें और इस समापन समारोह के प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर पिंटू मिश्रा सर से मेरा निवेदन है कि सर बस कुछ ही क्षणों में हम प्रोग्राम को शुरू कर रहे हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। क्या प्रोफेसर जय हिंद सर। जय हिंद एवरीवन। कुलपति महोदय से मेरा निवेदन है क्या सर हम इसे स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं प्रोग्राम को? जी धन्यवाद सर। तो जय हिंद एवरीवन, आगे जय हिंद। थैंक यू सो मच। आई डॉक्टर मंजू अधिकारी, प्रोफेसर शारीरिक शिक्षा विभाग, शिक्षा संकाय, आप सभी का इस 7 दिवसीय कार्यशाला शोध पद्धति एवं सांख्यिकीय विश्लेषण के समापन समारोह पर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। दिल की गहराइयों से आपका स्वागत। ज्ञान का यह 7 दिवसीय संगम आज अपने सफल समापन की ओर अग्रसर है। इस 7 दिवसीय कार्यशाला में हम खुद के मूल सिद्धांतों से लेकर आधुनिक सांख्यिकी उपकरणों का प्रयोग हर तरीके से ऑनलाइन एंड ऑफलाइन कई महत्वपूर्ण पहलुओं पर ज्ञान अर्जित किया, जिसका लाभ आपने भरपूर मात्रा में उठाया होगा। यहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी शिक्षक, संकाय अध्यक्ष एवं हमारे मध्य उपस्थित हमारे मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह, डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, महावीर यूनिवर्सिटी मेरठ, सर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत आज हमारी कार्यशाला के समापन समारोह पर। सभी एक बार जोरदार तालियों से सर का स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन है सर। इसी के साथ हमारे मध्य मौजूद हमारे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर जी के थपलियाल सर का मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत आज के समापन समारोह पर करती हूँ। एक बार फिर से जोरदार तालियां, आपकी प्रेजेंस हमें महसूस होनी चाहिए। साथ ही इस कार्यशाला के अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर संदीप कुमार सर का बहुत बहुत स्वागत। यहाँ पर उपस्थित प्रोफेसर एपी गर्ग, डीन एकेडमिक, रिसर्च डायरेक्टर, स्वामी विवेकानंद सुभारती यूनिवर्सिटी, सर आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत आज के इस कार्यक्रम पे। हमारे बीच मौजूद है डीन फाइन आर्ट्स प्रोफेसर पिंटू मिश्रा सर, डॉक्टर सोकेंद्र सर, आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत सर। आज इस कार्यशाला के अंतिम दिवस पर मैं आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। सभी उपस्थित छात्र छात्राएं, शिक्षकगण एवं यहाँ पे आए रिसर्च स्कॉलर, रिसर्च डेलीगेट्स, सभी का एक बार बहुत बहुत स्वागत। जैसा कि आपको पता है कि हर कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत हम ईश्वर की आराधना से करते हैं, तो कार्यक्रम का प्रारंभ हम भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार दीप प्रज्वलन कर करेंगे, जो ज्ञान, सकारात्मक और शुभारंभ का प्रतीक होता है। किसी भी कार्य को करने से पूर्व ईश्वर की आराधना करते हैं, तो हम माँ सरस्वती के आगे दीप प्रज्वलन कर इस कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करें। मैं प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर से निवेदन करती हूँ कि सभी गेस्ट को साथ लेकर हमारे साथ दीप प्रज्वलन के लिए आए। इसी में विशेष एक मैं आप लोगों का निर्देश देना चाहती हूँ कि हमारी मुख्य अतिथि ऑनलाइन स्वागत मैडम आपका मैं विशेष रूप से ध्यान उत्कृष्ट करना चाहूंगी कि हमारी मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर इंदु बोरा मैम, वाइस चांसलर NLIP ग्वालियर, हमारे साथ जुड़ चुकी हैं। और मैम आपका इस समापन समारोह पर मैं शारीरिक शिक्षा संकाय की तरफ से और अपने विश्वविद्यालय की तरफ से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करती हूँ। आपकी उपस्थिति हम सभी के लिए गर्व और प्रेरणा का विषय है। बहुत बहुत स्वागत मैम।
थैंक यू सो मच।
तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। एक बार फिर मैं आप सभी का ध्यान केंद्रित करना चाहूँगी। हमारी मुख्य अतिथि जो ऑनलाइन रूप से हमारे बीच में मौजूद हैं, क्योंकि हमारी जो कार्यशाला है वो हाइब्रिड मोड पर संचालित है, साथ ही साथ ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन दोनों संचालित की गई। तो सातों दिन आज हमारे बीच हमारी मुख्य अतिथि, अब मैं विशेष रूप से ध्यान अगेन उत्कृष्ट करना चाहूँगी। हमारी मुख्य अतिथि प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर इंदु बोरा मैम, वाइस चांसलर NLIP ग्वालियर, हमारे बीच में जुड़ चुकी हैं। मैम आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत इस समारोह में, सादर स्वागत है और आपकी उस उपस्थिति हमारे लिए गर्व और प्रेरणा का विषय है। बहुत बहुत स्वागत मैम। एक बार तालियों के साथ हमारी मुख्य अतिथि का स्वागत। साथ ही इस कार्यक्रम की कड़ी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए Now, I request Professor संदीप कुमार सर, डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, और इस कार्यक्रम के अध्यक्षता करने वाले डीन सर को मैं आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वो पौधा भेंट कर डॉक्टर शिवपाल सर का स्वागत करें, साथ ही पटका पहनाकर उन्हें सम्मानित करें। इसी के साथ इसी कड़ी पे मैं प्रोफेसर AP गर्ग सर को भी जोड़ना चाहूँगी कि वो पटका पहनाकर सर को सम्मानित करें। हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि हमारे बीच मौजूद है, कृपया आप तालियों से स्वागत करें और अपनी उपस्थिति को बताते रहें। हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह, डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, महावीर यूनिवर्सिटी मेरठ, पौधा भेंट स्वागत करते हुए हमारे प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर, प्रोफेसर गर्ग सर, कुलपति महोदय से मेरा निवेदन है कि वो भी साथ में सम्मानित करने के लिए साथ रहें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं निवेदन करती हूँ प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर से कि वो हमारे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर GK थपलियाल सर का पौधा भेंट कर आज के इस समापन दिवस पर स्वागत करें। हमारे वहाँ मेहमानों को भेंट करने के लिए पौधा दिया जाता है, बट ये हमारे मेहमान नहीं सर, हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजर हैं और सर की प्रेरणा और निर्देशन में ही हम इस तरीके के कार्यों को करने में सक्षम हो पाते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। कार्यशाला के समापन में हम आगे की ओर बढ़ते हैं। कार्यशाला की संक्षिप्त रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुतिकरण का समय हमारे बीच आ गया है। अब मैं आमंत्रित करती हूँ कार्यशाला के अध्यक्ष एवं डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर को, जो 7 दिवसीय कार्यशाला की संक्षिप्त रिपोर्ट आपके समस्त प्रस्तुत करेंगे।
जय हिंद। स्वामी विवेकानंद सुभारती विश्वविद्यालय के इस सत्यजीत रे सभागार में आप सभी गणमान्य अतिथियों का, सभी डेलीगेट्स का, सभी स्कॉलर का मैं यहाँ हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ आज इस 7-day नेशनल वर्कशॉप की क्लोजिंग सेरेमनी पर। It gives me an immense pleasure and great pride to extend a heartfelt welcome to each one of you on the special occasion of this closing ceremony of 7-day national workshop on research methodology and statistical applications, RAMSA 2025, scheduled from 7th to 13th May 2025. This was organized by jointly effort of Major Dhyan Chand Department of Physical Education and Utkal Mani Gop Bandhu Das Department of Education, Faculty of Education of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. We are deeply honored to welcome our chief guest, Professor Dr. Indu Bora Ma'am, the Honorable Vice Chancellor LNIP Gwalior, who joined us online. मैं सुभारती परिवार की तरफ से आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं मैम। मैम हमारी मेंटर भी हैं और शिक्षिका भी हैं। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत सुभारती विश्वविद्यालय के ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर। प्रोफेसर बोरा इज हाईली रेस्पेक्टेड academician and a thought leader in the field of teacher education, physical education, and educational researches. With decades of experience in shaping future educators and promoting holistic development, her contribution to the field is exemplary. Her online presence today inspires all of us, and we are grateful to her for taking the time with us. We are equally privileged to have among us our guiding force, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. G.K. Thapliyal sir, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, a distinguished academician and administrator with an illustrious career spanning over several decades in various institutions. Dr. Thapliyal had numerous academic and leadership positions at prestigious institutions and also having a long experience from the field of army. His strategic vision and commitment to academic excellence have significantly contributed to the transformation of Subharti University into a center of learning and innovation. Under his leadership, the university has not only expanded its academic outreach, but has also built a strong reputation for the research and interdisciplinary studies. We heartily welcome, sir. I also welcome Professor Salya Raj ma'am, though he is not present here, but we are online also, the Chief Executive Officer of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. We are also delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Shivpal Singh, the Dean Faculty of Education, Mahavir University, Meerut. Dr. Singh is a well-known name in the field of teacher education. He has a commendable track record of nurturing talent and contributing to research in teacher education. His hands-on experience and research acumen have enriched many academic forums, and we are fortunate to have him with us during this workshop. I also extend my gratitude to the Director Research, Professor A.P. Garg sir, and Dean Academics also, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, for their guidance and always presence during this workshop. I also welcome all the deans, directors, head of the institutions, HODs, faculty members, research scholars, and dear students who have gathered here from across the country for this academic venture in offline as well as online. The RAMSA 2025 workshop was aimed to empower participants with a deep understanding of research methodology, and practical statistical applications, which was truly accomplished. This workshop was continued for more than 40 hours teaching on different highly relevant topics delivered by eminent resource persons from various central universities, state universities, and institute of eminence of the country in offline mode in our campus as well as in online mode. During this 7-day workshop, we have covered the highly relevant topics that are foundation of research, the concept of applications in statistics, exploring the research landscape, its methods, analysis, and interpretation, bridging theory and practice in research methodology, hypothesis, a practical guiding to the research skills for emerging scholars, methods, measurement, and meaning, empowering research through methodological and statistical rigor, decoding data, understanding variable relationships, t-test, research, and many other tests, ANOVA, ANCOVA, regression analysis, the integrating traditions and trend, qualitative depth to quantitative precision in the research, from foundation of friction, the comprehensive approach to the research methodology, philosophical roots and statistical tools in research, exploring historical perspective and modern data analysis, scaling of measurement to factor and regression analysis in the research, philosophical research, merging classical approach with modern analytical tools, understanding hypothesis, foundation of testing of research, and many more topics. And we concluded this workshop with last session with the Director Research, Professor A.P. Garsar. That was very important, that is authorship in research. Really, it was a very wonderful learning and knowledge sharing week among the participants and all the facilitators, all the resource persons. Here, I would like also announce, as per the advice of Director Research, we are providing 2 types of certificate in this workshop. One is participation certificate of successfully completion of this workshop 7 days. And second one, the certificate of creditization of 2 credits after successful passing the assessment criteria. I also announced that we will continue for 8th Ramsa 2026 in March 2026. जैसा कि मैंने अपने ओपनिंग संबोधन में भी कहा था कि हम लोग ये 7th वर्कशॉप कर रहे हैं, तो इसको हम कंटिन्यू अगले मार्च 2026 में फिर से 7 डे वर्कशॉप करेंगे और ये कंटिन्यू रहेगा. Once again, I extend my warm welcome to the August gathering of this beautiful closing ceremony in offline mode as well as in online mode. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय सुभारती.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका. तो आपके समक्ष प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर ने 7 दिवसीय कार्यशाला का एक संक्षिप्त विवरण आपके समक्ष रखा. आई होप कि जितने भी डेलीगेट्स और स्टूडेंट्स हमारे बीच में इसमें पूरी तरीके से जुड़े हुए थे, ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन, उन्होंने भरपूर मात्रा में शोध संबंधित ज्ञान प्राप्त किया होगा. अब बारी है हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह सर की. उनको मंच पे आमंत्रित करने से पूर्व मैं उनका संक्षिप्त विवरण आपके समक्ष रखना चाहूंगी. डॉक्टर शिवपाल is an individual expert in academics. Currently, Dr. Shivpal Singh is working as a professor and dean in Faculty of Education, Mahavir University, Meerut. Professor Singh has completed his PG degree in Political Science, Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Education and Professional degree MPEd MPhil, UGC NET in Education, PhD in Education from Bundelkhand University, Jhansi, and PhD in Hindi from CCS University, Meerut. Sir has rendered a great service to the nation of humanity through special training in Scout Guide, Adhikar Patra. Dr. Singh has completed more than 22 years teaching experience, 9 scholars at PhD level and more than 16 scholar MPhil level have been supervised by. Presently, there are 4 scholars pursuing their PhD work under the supervision of Dr. Shiv Kumar sir. Dr. Shiv Singh has been associated with number of national and international academics, educational and social organizations. Sir has been published 38 books as author and co-author and has presented more than 31 research papers in national and international conferences, workshops organized by different institutions, universities and organizations. He has participated as keynote speaker, special guest, resource person, subject experts, session chair, and presenter. Sir has published 24 research papers, Scopus, UGC care listed journal, peer review journal, and other 55 research papers published. He filed 5 patents. Dr. Singh has organized 26 seminars, conferences, and workshops at national and international level. Dr. Shivpal Singh has been awarded by 22 different organizations. He is a lifetime members of the Indian Association of Teacher Educator. All India Association for Educational Research, Bhubaneswar. The All India Association of Teacher Educator, Indian Journal of Educational Research, Shiksha Chetan and CTPD India. सर बहुत बहुत स्वागत आपका आज के इस समापन समारोह पर। मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहती हूँ प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर शिवपाल सिंह को, फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, महावीर विश्वविद्यालय। सर मंच पर आए और हमारे विद्यार्थियों को अपने विचारों से मार्गदर्शन कर उन्हें लाभान्वित करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आमंत्रित हैं।
थैंक यू मैम। जय हिंद। वंस मोर, जय हिंद। ये हुई ना बात। रेस्पेक्टेड वाइस चांसलर सर, रेस्पेक्टेड AP Garg sir, Sandeep sir, Pintu Sharma sir, and other research scholars, faculty members, and students. It's my privilege to be among you people. I would like to tell about I'm a first faculty of this university. You can say I am a founder faculty of university. Professor एक ही है जो लगी हुई, उसमें आप देख सकते हैं, एक ही है, आप देख लीजिए. So I am very happy to be among with you, and each and every years I used to come here. So I don't think that I need to say something about myself. Sir, this national workshop is very important. I have read about the resource persons. There are a number of resource persons who belongs from the different universities, central universities, and different states also. So you are very lucky person because you are here. This university is always working for the quality education. And this topic of the research methodology is a vast topic. I think as much you would like to explore, it is very less. So I am extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Major General Dr. G.K. Thapalial for their inspiring leadership and constant encouragement. Your presence here has been a source of a great motivation for each of us. And I think there are a lot of things where we have to discuss. A lot of things you have discussed about the research methodology. A lot of things you have learned from the different resource persons from the all over India, which who were belongs from the central university, state university, and different states. So a lot of things you have learned. Today I am here to not teach anything, but we want to recall your knowledge, which what you have learned in 7 days workshop. I hope that you would see my PPT. There is nothing. There is only to recall of what you have think, what you have learned here. The same topic is here, the research methodology and statistical applications. There are few points where you have and we have to learn a lot of things last 7 days, like introduction of the research methodology. There you have to learn some points. I have to show you that you have learned a definition and purpose of research. You have learned objective research, exploratory, descriptive, and analytical. The types of research like qualitative, quantitative, and mixed method. Research process, from the problem, different identification of the report writing. They are only recalling that what you have learned before last 7 days. The next point is formulating a research problem. You have learned identifying the different gaps. You have learned review literature and formulating the research questions and hypotheses, setting objectives and scope. All of these things you have learned last 7 days. Next point is research design. Types of the research design like experimental, survey, case study, longitudinal, etc. you have learned before. Sampling techniques, probability and non-probability sampling. Sampling size determination and validity and reliability. Next point is data collection techniques. Primary data versus secondary data, tool questionnaire, interview schedule, observation, designing a good questionnaires, and pilot testing and pre-testing instrumental you have learned here. Next point, you have learned data processing and preparing. There you have learned data entry and coding, data cleaning and validation, handling missing data, and use of the software like Excel, SPSS, or Python and Stata. Next point is statistical applications in research. Descriptive statistical like a mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance. Graphical representation, bar chart, histogram, and box pilot. Interferential states like a hypothesis testing, t-test, chi-test, ANOVA. Correlation and regression analysis. Confidence interval and p-values. Non-parametrics test, there are written a lot of things. Next, multivariance techniques. Okay. Multivariance techniques like a factor analysis, cluster analysis, multiple regression, and logistic regression. Software tools for the statistical analysis like hands-on with SPSS, R, Python, and Excel. Data visualization tools, Power BI and Tableau. Use of AI. You have learned a lot of things in the AI because without AI, there is nothing in this time. You have learned a number of platforms for the AI. Next, ethics in research. You have learned like a plagiarism, academic integrity, informed consent, and data privacy. Ethical clearance process. Okay. Next is writing research report and articles. Like a structure of a research paper and referencing styles, APA, MLA, Chicago, etc. Abstract, introduction, methodology, result, and conclusion references. Use of the referencing software. There are a lot of things you have learned. We are going to closing because there is some emergency to VC, sir. Publication and dissemination. There are selecting appropriate journals like ACI, Scopus, WOS, peer review, etc. Understanding pre-review, responding to the reviewer comments, and open success and predatory journals. Next is emerging trends in our research methodology, mixed methodology research, meta-analysis and statistical review, big data analysis, and AI machines learning in research. Last, bonus practical session and case study. Hands-on data analysis with the sample data sets, interpretation of outputs, and real-life research examples. So I think a lot of things you have learned last 7 days. There are a lot of things you have learned by the different resource persons, and I am very happy for the giving the opportunity to the Sandeep sir and VC sir. So thank you very much for listening to me.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। जोरदार तालियां सर के लिए। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि हमारी मुख्य अतिथि हमारे बीच हाइब्रिड मोड में हमारे बीच उपस्थित है डॉक्टर इंदु बोरा मैम। उनके संबोधन के पूर्व मैं उनके बारे में एक संक्षिप्त विवरण आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करना चाहती हूँ। Professor Indu Vera ma'am, Vice Chancellor NLIP Gwalior. I welcome you ma'am on the behalf of whole Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. आपका इस मंच पे बहुत बहुत स्वागत है और आशा करते हैं कि आपको फिजिकली भी जल्दी हमें मिलने का अवसर प्राप्त होगा। तो मैम का एक शॉर्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन मैं आपके समक्ष रखना चाहती हूँ। Professor Bora is an experienced academician and administrator with over 3 decades of dedicated service of LNIP since 1987, a scholar in English literature and former Meerut University hockey and basketball player. Currently officiating as Vice Chancellor, passionate about communications, literature and holistic well-being. Madam is highly qualified, her academician. She has completed her PhD English literature, MPhil and MA in English Literature, BA English Honor Meerut, Diploma in Mass Journalism, Mass Communications. She represented Meerut University hockey and basketball from 1982 to 1986. Her professional include she has been Professor LNIP Gwalior, officiating Vice Chancellor LNIP Gwalior, Head of Department of Yogic Science, LNIP Gwalior from 2016 to 2019. Serving at LNIP since 1987. I just want to inform you that ma'am is belong to Meerut. Madam has done multiple publications, Cutensis, Showcase Orwell, Communicative Skills in Sports Management, Practical Guide to Precise Writing, an international explorer, participated in numerous international conferences in India and abroad in countries like Taiwan and Spain. Skills interested included academic writing, communications leadership, anger management, spiritual healing and counseling, Reiki, hypnotherapy, past life regression, all etc. मैम के डिस्क्रिप्शन में जितना भी बोलूँ वो बहुत संक्षिप्त में कम होगा। मैम आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। अगली कड़ी पे मैं जोड़ती हूँ प्रोफेसर इंदु मैम को कि मैम अपने विद्यार्थियों एंड हमारे विश्वविद्यालय के सभी डेलीगेट्स आपके समक्ष मौजूद हैं। आप कृपया कर कुछ शब्द अपने कहें और हमारी सभी विद्यार्थियों को लाभान्वित करें अपने इस ज्ञान के सागर से। धन्यवाद मैम। आप आमंत्रित हैं मैम।
Thank you so much, ma'am. Namaskar and a good day to everyone. Respected Major General Thapliyal, Vice Chancellor Subharti University, Professor Shivpal Singh ji, Professor Shailiraj, I think in absentia, Professor Sandeep and other dignitaries, guests, faculty and participants. As it has been told, Meerut is my birthplace and place of education. So whenever any invitation comes from such a place, it definitely leaves a nostalgia in your mind. Obviously, I couldn't say no to such an invitation, but as luck would have it, due to certain situations, I could not attend this conference personally, which I feel is my loss. Anyway, at the outset, I would like to thank Sandeep and the organizing team for letting me join you virtually and be a part of this wonderful gathering, even if it is online, and on this closing day of this national workshop on research methodology and statistical application. Friends, as an academician and someone who has walked a long path in the field of education, I feel truly happy to see such initiatives taking place that brings together curious minds, passionate researchers, and dedicated educators from across the country. We all know that research is the soul of academics. But good research is not just about having a brilliant idea. It is about asking the right questions, being honest with your data, and knowing how to analyze, interpret, and communicate your findings. And that's why curating a workshop like this is so important these days. Friends, in this hurried world where we gather and care only for degrees, research seems to be like a rat race. Rather, on the other hand, it should be an exploration where you are allowed to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to keep refining your work with sincerity and purpose. Workshops like these give us time to learn, time to think, and time to explore. The tools of methodology and statistics that you understand are not just academic requirements, they are your companions in this journey. Young researchers and students here today should keep the spark and environment of research alive. You should be inquisitive and be grounded. Even a small research based work can make a difference, whether in classrooms, on the fields, or in shaping policies. The world today, as we know, is data driven and analytical, which might be intimidating at first, but that is the tool of the trade these days. Learn to listen what the data is telling you, and more importantly, what it is not telling you. From there comes the critical analysis. Although with the advent of AI and ChatGPT tools, etc., things seems very easy. Yet, if your foundations are weak, you lose the critical ability and a thinking mind which God has given you. And you tend to become a slave of the technology. So, it is my humble request and an advice also to the young researchers that imbibe technology to work fast, but use it as a master and not as a slave. At this juncture and with these words, I congratulate the organizing committee and the faculty members who made efforts in creating this learning space. Thank you once again for inviting me on this prestigious moment. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep growing. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद और आभार मैम, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने अपने सूक्ष्म एक लेक्चर के थ्रू हमें अपना अपना ज्ञान प्रदान किया और अपनी नॉलेज हमारे बीच में शेयर की। आशा करती हूँ कि आप शीघ्र ही हमारे बीच मौजूद होंगे और हम इंटरनेशनल लेवल की कोई भी कॉन्फ्रेंस या वर्कशॉप रखते हैं तो आप सादर आमंत्रित हैं और आशा करते हैं कि आप अपने व्यस्ततम समय में से हमारे लिए कुछ समय जरूर निकालेंगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका हमारे विश्वविद्यालय की तरफ से और आशा करती हूँ कि आप सभी इस बात से सहमत होंगे कि एआई टूल को यूज़ करना और डिफरेंट टेक्निक्स का प्रयोग करने के साथ साथ हमें स्वयं पर भी निर्भर रहना है, जैसा कि मैम ने हमारे मध्य बोला है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैम हमारे बीच जुड़ने के लिए और हमारे साथ यूं ही बने रहिएगा ना। अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी हमारे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर जी.के. थवलियाल सर का कि वो आए और दो शब्द कहकर हम सभी का मार्गदर्शन करें। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि हमारा मार्गदर्शन सर के अंडर ही रहता है, बट आगे भी हम इसी तरीके से सफलता प्राप्त कर सके।
Jai Hind. On the concluding day of the 7 days workshop on research methodology and statistics analysis, I feel indeed honored and privileged to welcome one of the distinguished chief guests. She is whatever I learned during the initial introduction. She is multifarious personalities, एक बहुआयामी प्रतिभा की धनी, Professor Dr. Indu Bora, presently working as Honorable Vice Chancellor, LNIP. Madam, it's indeed a great honor to welcome you. Of course, in the physical, not in the physical form, but in the digital form. But we will always expect you sometime you come to Meerut and visit our university. I have been to your university and I had the privilege of coming to your office. Me and Professor Sandeep, we had a MOU signed with your university. You are the one of the best university in the country. It runs physical education, and it is really a privilege for Swami Vivekanand Subharti University to have MOU with your university. I welcome Professor Shivpal Singh, who has been the faculty of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. So he is not a guest to us, but it is one of our faculty members. I welcome you all. Thank you very much. I also welcome other faculty members and my dear students. Just let me tell you why research is so essential. Why research is so essential. Okay, no answer. So let me tell you. See, what makes it like a different university? How this Swami Vivekanand Subharti University will be different than the university which has national, international eminence or national eminence. Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, as we have declared, it's a research-driven university. Means any action, anything happens, any education imparted by the university, it's based on evidence-based, and it is based on research. Why? Because if you don't have a research along with the imparting education, that education is not complete. You see any university in the world, whether it is the university in West or university in India, the university which has maximum publications or which has maximum patent and which has maximum projects, they are considered one of the top universities in the world. Because it is the research which create a sense of creativity among the student. And the sense of creativity comes only, that is, which is already there, creates only when you have a robust system of research ecosystem in the university. And how this robust system of research is created in the university is not by the infrastructure, but it is by the people, by the faculty. How you encourage students to have an analytical approach, how to think critically, that is the job of a teacher, to imbibe that kind of a skill among the students, to start thinking creativity or to start thinking critically. That's very, very important. Because when you just gaining knowledge for the getting job, that is not enough. You must also know that India has already declared that by 2047, India will be one of the developed countries in the world. So what is the difference between developed countries and developing country? It is because of a research, because of the kind of a product the country is making. So India, in that process, India has started Make in India program or self-reliant India. Self-reliance and Make in India program will only be successful when the higher education institutions are having the robust system of research. And that robust system of research will start from the you youngsters or you the students who are the main body of the university. So when you have an idea, you have a research question in your mind, you want to create something new. How that research questions turns into a hypothesis, and then hypothesis to prove it and disprove it, then comes your objectives of research objectives. And to achieve those objectives, you need to have a research methodology. And that research methodology is very, very important. You may be bent of mind. You want to do some research, you want to create something, you want to innovate. But if you don't know how to do it, what is that methodology? Probably you will not start it. So therefore, knowing research methodology is very, very important. I just saw the first slide given by Professor Subharti. He mentioned about statistical analysis. This is a very important. How to collect data during your research process and how to analyze those data to reach to a conclusion. There is a scientific process, and that scientific process every researcher should know. And this workshop aims to impart that skill amongst you. One thing I want to make it clear, generally it is considered, it is the science students or it is the faculty of science or technology or other science related disciplines who should involve in disciplines and who should be doing research. That is a myth. It's any discipline, whether it's maybe fine arts, maybe liberal arts, or maybe law, or maybe any disciplines. Any discipline will progress only based on research. Whatever has been taught in the books and whatever has been going on for last many years, if the same thing is repeated to our students who are joining now, that will have no meaning. It is not a growth, it is not progressing. Progress will happen only when we carry out new things. We innovate even in our social science. We innovate in our legal studies. We innovate in art and printings, or even in performing arts. Everywhere the innovation is important. Without innovation and research, that knowledge will become stagnant. Knowledge will not grow. So therefore, for any university or any higher education institutions to grow, it is important to have a robust system of research. And to have the robust system of research, we should have a keen learner who have the critical thinking, who have an analytical thinking. And these researchers should be told, should be inspired. And this inspiration, or how to how to create a research protocol, that is very, very important again. Means you have some idea, you have a research questions, and you have a hypothesis for that research questions also. But what is how to make a protocol for that research? That is very, very important. And that will come only when you are well aware of research methodology. And this is research methodology is a scientific own, and it is done by the experts who have gained experience in this field. I was told during this 1 week workshop, many topics were touched, and many students and many researchers joined from outside the state. I think almost from all states of India. And the resource persons who deliberated on the various topics, they are expert in their respective field. I congratulate Faculty of Education for having conceived this idea of having a 1 week program focusing on research methodology and statistical analysis, and successfully conducted this 1 week program despite many disruptions happen in between. That India had almost a war with Pakistan. Everybody was having a different thought process. Everybody was so energetic, excited, but still that calm and that patience remained in the students. They remained focused to their lecture and to the topic they were covering. So I congratulate Faculty of Education once again. Thank you very much. And this is not the end. Today is the concluding day of our workshop, 1 week program. This should not end here. This is a dynamic process. This should continue throughout, and not only limited to one faculty. This should go across the discipline in the university. Purpose is, as I told in the beginning, to create a robust system of research where every student is told that it is important to do research. It is important to innovate if he or she wants to progress in life. So that is very, very important. I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Good luck. Jai Hind.
धन्यवाद सर। कुलपति महोदय से मेरा निवेदन है कि वो मंच पर बने रहें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, अपना प्रेरणादायक विचार हमारे साथ शेयर करने के लिए। अब मैं मंच पर आमंत्रित करना चाहती हूँ डॉक्टर शिवपाल सर को और प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर। मंच पर आमंत्रित करती हूँ प्रतीक चिन्ह भेंट करने के लिए और पटके से सर का सम्मान करने के लिए। प्रोफेसर शिवपाल सिंह, डीन फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन, महावीर यूनिवर्सिटी मेरठ, सर को पटका और प्रतीक चिन्ह देकर स्वामी विवेकानंद सुभारती विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा सम्मानित करते हुए हमारे वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर जी के थपलियाल सर और साथ ही इस कार्यशाला के अध्यक्षता करने वाले प्रोफेसर संदीप कुमार सर। सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर से मेरा निवेदन है कि आप एक बार मंच पर आ जाएं ग्रुप फोटोग्राफ्स के लिए, शीघ्र अतिशीघ्र प्लीज। जितने भी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हमारे बीच मौजूद हैं वो मंच पर आ जाएं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। अब अंत में मैं आमंत्रित करती हूँ धन्यवाद ज्ञापन देने हेतु डॉक्टर भुवनेश जी, जो इस पूरे आयोजन के सफल संचालन में सहयोग देने वाले सभी अतिथियों, वक्ताओं, प्रतिभागियों, आयोजकों का औपचारिक धन्यवाद व्यक्त करेंगी। अब वो क्षण आ गया है कि हम इस कार्यशाला के आयोजकों और विशेषज्ञों का, सभी प्रतिभागियों का आभार प्रकट करें, और इसी के लिए मैं डॉक्टर भुवनेश मैम को आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वो आए और इस 7 दिवसीय कार्यशाला में सहयोग करने वाले हर व्यक्ति का धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करें।
Thank you, ma'am. In this 7 days national workshop on research methodology and statistical applications, RAMSA 2025, organized by Department of Physical Education and Faculty of Education, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, in collaboration with Physical Education Foundation of India, PEFI, and it is continue from 7th May 2025 to 30th May 2025 at hybrid mode. Jai Hind to everyone present in this Satyajit Rai Auditorium, Swami Vivekanand, Subharti University, Meerut. I, Dr. Bhuvnesh Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Education, Physical Faculty of Education, SPSU, Meerut, extend vote of thanks to all the dignitaries whosoever are present and to those who have contributed by sharing his or her words of wisdom through hybrid mode. In this national workshop, various topics were discussed by renowned speakers like introduction to research types and identification of research problem, exploring scientific literature, review, search techniques and use of digital tools, research design and planning from proposal to execution, understanding hypothesis and testing methods, statistical tools and selection criteria of research, variables in research, definition types and measurement techniques, construction and validation of research tools, sampling in research methods and criteria of research tools, methods of data analysis and their interpretation, presentation of research data, tables, charts, use of computer applications, research reports and documentation, practical applications of SPSS, data entry, analysis and interpretation of visualization, framing objectives of research, and philosophical concerns and thrust areas of research. In this workshop, we have received acceptance of several renowned speakers like Professor Dr. Kalpana Sharma, Dean, School of Education, Director, Amity School of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, Amity University, Noida. Professor Rajiv Chaudhary, Department of Physical Education, Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Yadav, Sports Officer, Gautam Budh University, Greater Noida, UP, Dr. Hemendra Kumar Singh, Associate Professor, Department of Education, University of Lucknow, UP, India, and Professor Praveen Tiwari, Department of Education, University of Delhi, Delhi, and Dr. Barkha Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor, Department of Physical Education, SRDA Girls PG College, Hathras, Dr. Muhammad Arshad Bari, Associate Professor, Department of Physical Education, AMU Aligarh, UP. Dr. Syed Khurram Nisar, Associate Professor, Department of Physical Education, AMU Aligarh. Dr. Arvind Malik, Department of Physical Education, Kurukshetra University, Haryana. Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Head, Department of Physical Education, Central University of Punjab, Bhatinda, Punjab. Dr. Lalit Sharma, Professor Physical Education, IGI PESS, University of Delhi, Delhi. For closing ceremony, Professor Dr. Indu Bora, Vice Chancellor, NNIP Gwalior, India. In this workshop, at least 150 students registered. Now I start from day one. First and foremost, I would like to thank you, Major General Dr. G.K. Thaplial, Honorable Vice Chancellor Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, for providing the approval of this workshop in continuation the students' knowledge and upgradation of regarding research methodology and statistical applications. Thank you so very much, sir, for providing us the opportunity to listen to so many speakers on this very important topic on research methodology and statistical application 2025. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Secondly, I would like to thank you, Professor Dr. Shailya Raj, Honorable CEO, SVSU Meerut, as she is the most precious milestone who always work hard so that each and every person may feel as an identity of this renowned Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. I, on behalf of whole organizing team, thank you so very much, sir, so very much, ma'am, with deep emotions that we always flourish under your worthy supervision. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you once again. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Lieutenant Professor Dr. Sandeep Kumar, Dean Faculty of Education, for organizing such an insight and enriching research workshop. Your vision and commitment to fostering a strong research culture were clearly reflected in every aspect of this event. The whole sessions were not only informative, but also truly inspiring, offering valuable guidance and the practical tools that will benefit our academic and professional journey. We deeply appreciate the efforts and planning that went into making this workshop a success. Thank you so very much, sir. Professor Dr. Ravindra Pal Elawat, Dean School of Education, Central University of Haryana, Maharashtra, was also with us on first day. And in continuation, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the very special keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Kalpana Sharma, Dean School of Education and Director, Amity School of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, Amity University, Noida, UP, was worth appreciation. Professor Sharma highlighted various points like what is quality research, indicators of quality research, etc. And her presentation ended with several question answer round in which the research scholars raised queries related to their research publication and selection of topic for research. I thank you, ma'am, from the core of my heart on behalf of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. I would like to thank Professor Dr. Amar Prakash Garg, Dean Academics and Director Research, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, on further deliberation on the theme of workshop. He discussed the silent features of research and also gave valuable guidance on the publication of research papers in reputed journals. I thank you, sir, for your words and wisdom and guiding us on this relevant topic. Dr. Pradeep Kumar Yadav, Sports Officer, Gautam Budh University, Greater Noida, UP, was also remained present in the inaugural session as resource person of this event. I thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion. The whole session was moderated by Professor Dr. Indra Singh, Department of Education, Faculty of Education, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut, and team. The next session begins with Dr. Praveen Tiwari, Department of Education, University of Delhi. He spoke upon research topic, and you spoke very brilliantly on the topic. I thank you, sir, on behalf of the whole organizing team. On the fourth day, the first session began with Professor Dr. Arvind Malik, Department of Physical Education, Kurukshetra University, Haryana. You discussed on the topic various funding agencies and how to prepare the projects and direct our audience towards the most authentic ways of funding agencies. I thank you, sir, on behalf of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University and the whole organizing team. Thank you once again. The second session began with Dr. Sanjeev Kumar, Head Department of Education, Physical Education, Central University of Punjab, Bhatinda. Sir, you spoke upon assumptions of normality and homogeneity, ANOVA, and factorial ANOVA so beautifully that typical factors of ANOVA have now become not a zigzag way of scholars. I thank you, sir, on behalf of the whole organizing team. The third session began with Dr. Bhuvnesh Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Education, with the topic Artificial Intelligence and Ethical Consideration in Research. The fifth day of seventh days national workshop began with welcome address of Lieutenant Professor Dr. Sandeep Kumar, Dean Faculty of Education, and he introduced resource person Professor Rajiv Chaudhary, Professor in Physical Education, Dean Student Welfare and Head School of Studies in Law and Public Relations Officer at Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, India. The first session on research methodology was presented by Professor Rajiv Chaudhary. You gave an elaborate presentation on the types of research and types of variables in addition to research methods. The presentation included practical examples in order to make the matter simple and clear for the participants. You dealt with all the finer details of the topic, which was highly appreciated. The second session on the research data and tabulation provided very interesting for all the participants, and the detailed information was also be the various parametric and non-parametric techniques used in the research. The techniques were made clear with examples to simplify it for the participants. Sir provided such a wonderful eye-awakening spot like a jewel among the whole research ornaments. Really, you have done a fabulous work. The entire organizing team, including Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, is feeling and bidding a big, big thank to you, sir. On the seventh day, we have honored with Professor Lalit Sharma, Professor Physical Education, LNIP, IGIPESS, University of Delhi, and Professor Shivpal Singh, Dean Faculty of Education, Mahavir University, Meerut, and Professor Dr. Indu Bora, Honorable Vice Chancellor, LNIP, Gwalior, for acceptance our invitation of closing ceremony. Was a great honor for the whole organizing team and Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Professor Shalyaraj, Honorable CEO, Swami Vivekanand Subharti University, Meerut. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Professor Major General Dr. G.K. Thapliyal, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Swami Vivekanand Subharti University. I thank you, sir. Thank you from the core of my heart. And Professor Pintu Mishra, Dean Fine Arts and Fashion Designing. I thank you, sir, for your presence in this closing ceremony. I thank you, Dean and Director Research, Professor Dr. A.P. Garg, for the presence of highly motivation speech to our scholars. Great contribution to all the faculty members of Department of Physical Education and Education, and unbelievable efforts made to make this event grand success, like Professor Dr. Manju Adhikari, Professor Indra Singh, Professor Dr. Praveen Serawat, Dr. Mumtaz Sheikh, Dr. Deepak Raghav, Dr. Ruby, Dr. Ragni Srivastav, Dr. Riba, and so many more others participated in this workshop. And with lots of gratitude and warmth in our heart, we conclude today's gathering by a quotation, that is, अनुसंधान का ज्ञान ही सच्चे ज्ञान का आधार है. यह जिज्ञासा को उत्तरों में बदल देता है और अज्ञात को ज्ञात बनाता है. Meaning in English, the knowledge of research is the foundation of true knowledge. It transforms curiosity into answers and turns the unknown into known. With this, thank you all of us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jay.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम. मैम को 3 मिनट दिए थे, लेकिन मैम ने आई थिंक मोर देन 2. बढ़िया, मैम का वोट ऑफ थैंक्स था. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. इसी तरह हम इस कार्य का समापन कर चुके हैं, तो अंतिम कड़ी की तरफ चलते हैं. वंदे मातरम के लिए सभी आप लोग सावधान की अवस्था पे खड़े हो जाए और मेरे साथ वंदे मातरम हम शुरू करेंगे. आईटी टीम से निवेदन है कि वो म्यूजिक साथ में चला ले. अटेंशन, एक बार सभी का धन्यवाद. नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मागे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे, जय हे, जय हे, जय 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 हे। जय हिंद, जय सुभारती, भारत माता की धन्यवाद। इसी के साथ कार्यक्रम का समापन। आप सभी अपने अपने कार्यस्थल पर पहुंच सकते हैं और जिन बच्चों का रजिस्ट्रेशन है वो अपना लंच